love pie. And everybody I know loves pie. There's a pie out there for everyone. So Ken is here today to help us transport all of those seasonal pies that we may be making right now with the coolest pie boxes. Ken, I didn't even know I needed one of these until you told me I needed one.
The struggle is indeed real.
Yeah.
You know, we are big pie people, Mike and I. We're such pie people that at our wedding, we did not have wedding cake, we had wedding pie.
Oh, how sweet.
Which was absolutely wonderful. And now this summer, I spent so much time at home up at the farm. I was there for all of our fruit. So we were picking cherries, we were making cherry pie, we were making like blackberry, peach pie.
Oh my gosh.
But I didn't want to eat it all, so I'm constantly bringing it over to friends' house, like bouncing it in the passenger seat of the car on my lap.
I know,
and I'm like,
it's a mess.
we need a pie carrier.
Yeah, it's a mess. Or you're given plates and then you never get the plates
Right,
back.
exactly.
And you're like, oh my gosh.
So we're going to
Okay.
make pie boxes today.
I'm very excited about this. So it starts with finding a box.
Right,
first.
exactly. Go online. You can find sort of pre-made wood box. You want something with a lid either that lifts up or that slides. They're not expensive. Plain pine, nothing fancy.
All right.
Now we make it fancy. First,
By
we
adding
add
a
the
belt.
handle. By adding a belt. So for the leather handle, all I did was got a belt. You can find, ones, good time to go through your closet, the ones that no longer fit, because I'm sure they're too big now. Let's go with that.
Too big? Okay.
And all I'm going to do is sort of mark a little area here where it is going to eventually be cut on both sides. And if you don't have a belt at home, this is also, this is good sort of thrift store handling.
Okay.
And then all I'm going to do is take a drill and drill a hole that's going to hold our hardware right through. Now, if you have an awl and want to get fancy with leather tools, you can do that. But just a good old-fashioned drill works just as well. So,
I mean, you're so clever, Ken. You really are so clever.
clever, cheap, and easy. So, Debbie, I'm going to hand that to you. And if you want to get the scissors, all you have to do to cut leather is just to cut with a pair of scissors. So super easy.
Regular scissors, all right?
Exactly.
Listen, necessity is the mother of invention. And this is why this pie box was born.
Now, next thing I'm going to do is I've marked on here the center of the box up and down, and I'm just going to drill that same size hole straight through each side of my pie box, and that's going to be how we attach the handle.
Okay.
And because this is, just pine, it's super easy to drill. Now, what we're going to do to attach it, how's the cutting going there,
Well,
Debbie?
it takes, you got to put your
Gotta put
elbow
some
grease
muscle in,
into it, but that's okay. You
If
just got to
anyone's
get
got
into
the
it.
arms for it, Debbie, you do.
Oh my gosh, thank you. You just really have to. There we go. I guess I won't have to work out today
There you
after
go,
the show.
perfect.
There we go. All right.
So now to attach it, what I have are these fasteners. And if you can look here, there's a male and a female end, and one goes into each other. That's going to give us a nice, clean finish.
All right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take the female end, and we're going to put it through our hole here. You following me there, Debbie?
Easy, got it.
Hold on.
Then
And then we put our belt on.
Okay.
And then we put the other screw on the other side. And then all we're going to do
Easy
is
breezy.
tighten it. Now, you could obviously do this if you wanted to do this without the strap. It's absolutely fine. But I was talking about it, and there's enough times when I'm going to someone's house with a pie that I'm either carrying a kid, I'm carrying a bottle of wine, I'm carrying a side
And you'll probably
dish.
drop the box.
So you're right. So I needed that extra strap to kind of make it all work. Plus,
I feel like everything needs a strap.
Plus, it just makes it look a little bit more sort of fabulous. So
I
we've
will
got
say
our
this,
strap
though.
on.
This is going to be one of those things that when you deliver the pie, they're going to want to keep the box.
Nope, they keep the pie. That's the way it is. I'm not bringing a box to them. They make their own. So what I've done here for the top, I'm going to decorate the top. And what I've done is I've just gone and printed out vinyls on my little vinyl cutter. If you don't have a vinyl cutter, you can cut this by hand, or you can actually just get decals at your craft store. And pop that on right onto the top
sweet.
here.
Because we can't just bring a plain pie box.
Well, it needs to be as beautiful as the pie inside.
Ken Wingard
And then
would
we're just
never
going
do
to slide that right on the top there.
Okay.
Then voila,
There it is.
Right, I've got a baby in one hand, I've got my fresh pie in another.
That is fantastic. But sometimes you don't want to give a whole pie, and people have come to visit your house, and you just want to give them a slice
take
to
a
go.
slice of pie. You can't put it in a paper plate. You'll never get your Tupperware back.
Yeah.
So these individual pie boxes, what I've done, you can go online. You can go online and get that stencil, but you can also go online and print these out. And what you're going to do is trace these just on regular cardstock, which I have here. And then using little glue dots, you have one that's going to be the bottom. Let me just put that together for you. And then one that's going to be the top. I chose to make something look like pumpkin pie, but you could easily choose it to look like apple or what have you, lemon meringue for the spring.
Whatever
and all you're going to do is fold the top and the bottom. 1 second here. Boom. How you doing, Debbie, there with your...
I'm still assembling my belt. I will say this, depending on the size of your hands, perhaps you might need a smaller screwdriver, and that is all right.
And I'm going to do these 3 little signs. And so voila. And then all I'm going to do on this top part, the little
Adorable.
crinkle cut crust, is I'm going to fold it over once. And then I'm going to fold it over a second time. So next time people are over,
That is
and you're
so
like, oh,
cute,
Debbie,
Ken.
please, please, I know you love this pie. Why don't you please just take a slice with you for later? I know that John loves pie. Do you whipped cream?
Oh, please.
Oh, one moment, please.
Let's
I think I have a
see,
little
Ken.
whipped cream right here. Oh,
Oh my
here's my
gosh,
whipped
by the
cream.
way, this is a fun craft to do with the kids.
Well, set them up if you're having a dinner party. There you go, Debbie. Take that home to John.
And great idea for dinner parties.
They can set these up the day before, and then you can have
my
them all set by your table
Oh, hang
for
on.
your kids to do. Boom.
Oh my gosh, Ken.
You've got the slice. I've got the box.
Oh.
We're good to go.
It sounds like a song. You've got the slice, I've got the box. For full instructions, you all head on over to hallmarkchannel.com. And as always, you can follow Ken on his social media at Kenneth Wingard. This is fantastic. Delicious again, Ken.